What is up guys, Synq here, and we're back on Star Trek Fleet Command. So as of the release of this video, the store is going to be updated to actually show you the Devore to be able to be purchasable. Now, that's going to be at 9 AM PST or 5 PM London, England time. Now, before I actually go into the video about the Devore, I've been reading on the Star Trek Fleet Command Discord the messages that have been going on about the Devore, and that is only going to be purchasable. And it's very unfair to the free-to-play players. Now, I fully understand that, and I'm really hoping that there will be events in the future for free-to-play players to be able to get hold of the ship, because, well, it's going to come in really useful. Now, don't think that I'm just trying to back Scopely up by this next part. I'm not. I'm just seeing the logic behind it, because when you purchase the Devore, you're going to be able to mine raw latinum at a majorly increased rate, which you're going to get in-game currency, latinum. Now, normally to get latinum, you can get them from the chests, or there are some missions you can get latinum from, which isn't a huge amount. It's quite small amounts. So you'd normally need to go to the store and be able to purchase latinum. But with the Devore, because it mines at such a fast rate, you can actually go and refine the raw latinum to get actual latinum in-game currency. So I can see the logic behind it. If they're giving away a free ship, that means people are not going to be spending money on latinum, because they're going to be able to do refines to get the latinum easier. So I can see the logic. But as I say, I'm not backing Scopely on this one. I'm just seeing the logic behind it. But let's just quickly talk about some of the stuff then. Now, with the actual store, as you can see, one chest is 28,100 raw latinum, and two chests is 56,200 raw latinum, so just double the amount. Now, if you're looking at refining G3 or G2 materials, when you do one batch, it's a set amount. The second batch, the amount that you need to do a second batch jumps dramatically. So here, they've not done that. They've just doubled the amount for a second chest, which is understandable. Two chests, twice the amount. So with each chest, you get 75 latinum. So two chests, 150 latinum. Now, this is also the important part as well, because if they do give the ship for free, instead of having to buy the Devore parts, you can actually get them with a chance of refining. So you've got the 35, 40, 45, 45, 50, and 60 Devore parts. Now, this is so far, apart from being packs in the store, I have found that you can actually get the Devore parts. Now, let's quickly have a quick look at the Devore. So the Devore, its main and only job is latinum mining. So ship ability, latinum mining. The Devore's mining bonus comes from mining lasers, is increased by, and I'm going to stop here, it is base level of 12,000%. But I've leveled my ship up to level 5, so it's gone up 500% when mining raw latinum. Now, if we actually go into the upgrade section, there's only one mining laser, which costs 270 parts. Now, the mining laser, as you can see, for tier 1, will give a 70% increase to mining bonus speed. Now, with the impulse engines, it's 110 parts. With the shields, 110 parts. Warp engines, 270. Cargo bay, 190. And finally, kind of surprisingly, the ship actually only has one lot of defensive phaser cannons, the MK2s, which cost 50 parts. So to upgrade everything in here from tier 1 to tier 2 will cost you 1,000 Devore parts, which, as I say, you can most likely get from the shop, or you can do it through the refinery. Now, I get a feeling that these are gonna go up quite a hell of a lot for the parts, so trying to tier this up after maybe tier 3 could take quite a while. But let's have a look at some of the ship stats, shall we? The ones that we're interested in. Warp range 18, so you're able to get to the Latinum nodes in the low level areas without having to worry about you know, trying to get far distances, so that will get you to some veins. Now, the cargo capacity is actually quite nice for its level. For a base tier 1, it's 32,000. Protected cargo 5,142. Now, as I say, this ship is pretty much defenseless. It will not be able to defend itself. So people that see a Devore mining, guys, you need to keep an eye on your Devore when mining, because as soon as people see these ships out, they're going to be watching you closely for when you go over your protected cargo limit and just take everything that you've got, namely because of the speed that it mines at. Now I'm going to show you quickly. Right, we're going to have a look at a Latinum node. Now, if we have a look at my ECS horizon, it would take 7 days, 2 hours to fill the cargo. So it's running at 464 Latinum an hour. Whereas the Devore, 4,051 Latinum an hour. And that's just tier 1 without the upgrades. So as you can see, the mining rate is going to be so damn impressive. But if you look at all these nodes, so 8 hours to fill, 8 hours to fill, yada yada yada. But we're looking for a specific node, because it is actually 1 in 8 nodes is going to be a rich node. And that looks like it right there. As you can see, that is glowing more than the others. So let's just check this. 8 hours and 4 hours. Now, for the rich nodes, it actually reduces the amount of time it actually takes to mine and get all the Latinum from it. Now, as you can see, that one is actually glowing a lot more than the others. This one looks like it's glowing as well. So there we go, another 4-hour vein. So if you're looking to get the most out of your Latinum mining, as I say, look for these ones that they tend to be bigger but glow a lot more. Just to show you a bit better. As you can see, in comparison, there is a size difference, slightly, but this one glows a hell of a lot more. Same with this one, it glows a lot more. So these are the rich nodes that you need to keep your eye out for if you're going to go out Latinum mining, whether you're using a regular survey ship or whether you're using the Devore, to decrease the amount of time it takes to get all these resources and be able to get all the refining done quick as possible. So as I said at the beginning of the video, I completely understand all the comments that are going on in the Star Trek Fleet Command Discord, as well as people talking in my alliance. I understand it, that this ship is only going to be able to be purchased in the store, and there's no events for the free-to-play players. Now, as I said, there's nothing been set in stone that there won't be events in the future to be able to get hold of this ship for the free-to-play players. Now, personally, I would really love that, because the players that don't actually spend money on the game would benefit more out of this than the players that actually pay for stuff in the game, because it's given them in-game currency, which, to be honest, they need more than the rest of us. The free-to-play players need that more than the rest of us. So I sincerely hope there will be some events coming up to help those players out. But otherwise, as it stands, it will only be purchased in the shop. I don't know the price of it yet, but as I say, when this video comes out, you'll be able to click into the game, click into the shop, and see the price. Now, I will be doing a follow-up video to this about showing you the cost for upgrading on each tier. So if you want to know about that, keep an eye on the channel, and I shall be doing that sometime shortly. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you did enjoy. I hope you found it informative. If you did, don't forget to leave a like. Anything else you want to know, leave it in the comment section. But otherwise, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.